Alright, and welcome back to my challenge run through Sword of Vermilion, here at my channel, Idle Wisdom. We are here again in the town, or the village of Hastings. Last episode, Alex here went on a great journey to all the way back to Malaga, and many points along the way. In Excalibur, he gained Titania's Mirror. In the ruins of Swapham, he gained Raphael's Stick. In the village of Barrow, he obtained a pass to Cartagena for 50,000 Kims. And in Malaga, he went and said hello to the princess again, and then went and obtained the Sword of Vermilion. So, then he went all the way back, and when he was near Excalibur, he went to the secret cave and obtained the Death Sword, a cursed item that there's really no point in getting unless you want to just do fun antics. Maybe you can use it. I mean, I think you can use it if you want, and you can use Raphael's Stick to uncurse yourself. It's kind of cool. But we are now back here in Hastings and can get on with things. Oh, kitty cat. It's okay. It's okay, kitty cat. Are you okay? It's okay, baby. Yeah. My cat was trying to jump up onto a footstool, but there was a book on there, and she's like, oh, crap. Anyway, so I need to see. What do we have? Let's reset this. Items. We have one lantern. Let's go buy another lantern just for the sake of argument. And I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go do the poisoning subplot. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get a lantern. Yes. Anything else? Yes. I want... Oh wow, they don't... Oh, look at this. They do not sell Griffin wings and gnome stones. Let's buy a banshee powder. Dun dun. All right. So if you recall, if we go over to this house, there's a kind of creepily friendly lady, and we heard there were spies from Cartagena asking for us. But you know, who are we to suspect this lady? You greatly honor me in my humble home with your presence, Your Highness. Please partake of this meal I've prepared for you. I have much to tell you. What did you guys do? She's all looking away. Was it good? Alex, were you stupid? I wonder. Well, you know. Uh-oh, he's bad. He's poisoned. Oh, noes. You look ill. Did you eat something that disagreed with you? A woman gave you dinner in that house, but no one lives there. Uh-oh. Have you gone into the church? Several people are waiting for you there. I escaped. Yes. Yep. That's Titania's Mirror. We already got it there, dude. Thank you, sir. You need a pass. Yes, we know. Why are you here? Soldiers are searching for you everywhere. Except for here, apparently. The village of Hastings stands before you, warrior. Yeah. Alright. Anything else? You need a pass. I used to work in a shop in Swapham. That was Raphael's Stick he's talking about. Let's see. How about, let's go confront this lady. How dare you give me food poisoning? Young fool. I poisoned your food. You will die soon. Sarkhan will be pleased. Oops. Young fool. Oi. Alright, well, that's definitely bad news for us. Now, you can get, use Toxios. You can get Poison Bomb. It doesn't work. Alright, let's see. You can go to the church. Let's go to the church. You can see a bit of realism right here. Now, granted, I'm not against the church or even institutional religion. I like organized religion just fine, but they are definitely always in need of money and always quick to grab. You must give 28 Kims to charity. Do you agree? Yeah, apply poison balm, Father. I'm sorry, I can't cure you. Your donation's appreciated, though. Oh, it's so realistic. Oh, man. Dang, blast it. Anybody else, can you help me? The Digot plant grows in Whisby Cave, which is east of here. Alright, cool. A Digot plant. The Digot plant can cure the Erical poison that you ate. Thank you. I think it was that spy that was looking for me. Okay, yes, we've talked to those people. Yes, it's the old ministers from Eric's. You know, Eric of Excalabria's former, ministers. His governmental ministers, if you like. Oh, derp. He didn't like the king. Yeah, you were smart to leave. You'd be probably dead or run off. That poison you ate must have come from the Erical plant. Apparently, it's a very toxic thing that can't be easily not dispelled, but countered. But we're gonna go get the Digot plant. Now, I want to see something here. Item, use. Okay, we have our banshee powder, lanterns. We have all our gear. Okay, cool. Now we have the crimson armor on. Let's see what happens. How strong is the Erical poisoning? How strong is the crimson armor? The crimson armor heals for 5 per step. Okay, wow. That is strong poison. It is hurting us for 2 damage per step. I wondered if the crimson armor would be able to counter it entirely. Not entirely, but almost. That is quite strong, yo. Let's see. Let's use Titania's mirror. Alright. Let's see what's down here. I wonder, you know what? I bet you it doesn't work. But what would happen if it probably wouldn't work. But wouldn't it be cool as if you had the poison... No, we had the poison shield equipped. Never mind. I was going to say, do you think the poison shield would save you? No, it doesn't. That'd be funny. You have the poison shield equipped. She feeds you the poison, and you're like, I'm fine. She's like, what the hell? I mean, are you sure you feel all right, Prince? That had a lot of gluten and dairy in it. Are you lactose intolerant? No, I'm good. Oh, is something wrong? No. Dang it, cursed poison shield. But no, the poison shield did not save us. Alright, nothing here. I was hoping maybe there would be something. Maybe a map, but yeah, I think we just have to use Titania's mirror, which is fine. Now, I have a viewer who commented on... Oh, I didn't see him. Thar can fashion evil beings from thin air. Really? Thar? We haven't heard about them for a while. Thar was one of the 2 evil ministers from Malaga who wanted to marry the princess and, take over. Thar and Luther. Apparently Thar and Luther, unsurprisingly, work for Sarkhan. Or at least Thar does. We have to make sure we heal every once in a while. But yeah, so I have a viewer who watched my previous Let's Play of Sword of Vermilion, and he commented that at one point that he got all the way up to the point in Hastings and the Erical poisoning, but for some reason he couldn't get the Digot plant. it was like he was there where it was, and it was just not appearing. I don't know if the game glitched on him or something, which is pretty frustrating. And he was like, dang it. Well, so ends my adventure. And I was like, that is too bad. I tried to, like, maybe try this, try that, and yeah, nothing. And he didn't have any save spots, save files that were, helpful. So finally he was like, well, I guess that's it for my adventure. And I was like, you could, and I'm not saying you should do this, but you could try beating the game while still poisoned with the Erical poisoning. I'd be a pain in the neck because it's going to be, apparently it's 7 damage per step, which is pretty crazy. But maybe you could beat the game while still poisoned. That would be pretty wild. And so he did in fact do that, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it's amazing, is what I'm saying. Which is pretty cool. Now, having the Crimson armor really takes a lot of the bite out of this. Not all of it, but the vast majority of it. Because you think of it, if you was going down 7 points per step, that is a serious poison. Nothing? I see the cave over there. Nothing. I don't think there's any maps out here, but you never know. Might be treasure, might not be. Get away from me. I wish things that hit me got poisoned themselves. That'd be really cool. Black puddings, well, that's wild. They are really antiquated by this point in the game. Almost just a waste of time. So yeah, that was one of the cooler things I heard of related to this game, was dude beating the game still poisoned with the Erical poison. Now there's also in this cave a really powerful suit of armor, the Old Nick armor. And if you're up on your old folk names, you'll know that that's obviously cursed and evil, because it is called the Old Nick armor, which is basically the devil's armor, because Old Nick is a old folk name for the devil. Old iniquity, they think it meant. They're not. I don't think they're entirely sure, but they think it was like old iniquity. Alright, here we are. Now this cave is kind of labyrinthian. So, and we can't use Titania's mirror in here, of course. I don't know if there's any maps. I don't actually remember. So we'll do this the methodical way. I think this is a 2-story map. Yeah. Nope. Alright. 2-story dungeon, I mean. Ah, here they are, the deadly eyeballs. Whew. Alright, that's the entrance, so... There's a way down. So let's continue on up here. Alright, then there's a way down. So we have 2 ways down. I'm gonna go here first. Just because, I don't know. I feel like it. Alright, so this puts us up here. And there's a way up and a way down. Or, both directions. Anyways. More frickin' eyeballs. Oh my goodness gracious. They're biting me with their eyes. I don't know how that worked. They probably weren't biting me, actually. Okay, nothing. Sometimes things appear only if you turn a different direction. That's why I'm doing that. I've seen at least two instances of that, but so far nothing. And more of these dang eyeballs. Now we're going to gain our last level at 999,999. So there is that. I wish I could have gotten just a gnome stone. That would have been actually helpful. Alright, so this is a different... Oh, there's the Oracle plant. I mean the Digot plant, sorry. Let's see. Stop worrying that herbs are still there. Well, I am poisoned, so you can take your attitude and shove it. Alex takes Digot plant. Now let's actually use the Digot plant. The Digot plant, or the Digot plant, Digot, I don't know, Digot. Digot. Digot the plant. Alex uses the Digot plant. The poison has been purged from your body. Alrighty. Well, that was actually really straightforward. Hoorah. Now let's see if we can find this Old Nick armor. Yeah, it's on, you little scumbags. We're healing up now. Dun, 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 dun. All right, level 31. We are now fully... We've gained all the experience possible. You can gain 30 levels in this game. Well, our strength is 1052. Our armor class right now is 963. Our hit points are 1054, and we have 550 magic points. Pretty cool. Now, we are looking for the Old Nick armor, just to have it. Because it's kind of cool. Not that we're going to use it because we don't use devil armor. If you hadn't gotten the word, the devil's bad. And not at all on the up and up. No matter what your album covers might say. Let's see. What's here? Is this the armor? Oh, map. Oh, nice. There are maps here. Oh, I wonder if that's... I wonder if the armor is at that other place down to the southwest. I don't know. I forgot there were maps here. That's cool. Alrighty. Then maybe we'll try to get the map for the... what do you call it? For the other floor as well. Now there's no point in engaging with enemies except to get money if you want, or if it's gonna keep you from getting hurt. Oh, so that's the top floor. So now we're on the second floor. So we need to find the map for this second floor and get the Old Nick armor. So we have 2 chests left to find. In our search for... I don't remember. Is this the way? I don't recall. It'll work. Maybe. No, that's where that's where the Digot plant was. Alright, so no. Let's go this way. I don't know. Is this the way? Oh, man, I need to pay more attention. Be more intentional. Yeah, take that. Stupid eyeballs. Foolish eyeballs. In fact, you know what? You'll pay for your lack of vision, which is ironic since they're eyeballs. Ooh, 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 ooh. What is it? What is it? Gimme, 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 gimme. That's the other thing that makes it possibly worthwhile. Because you can get treasure. You got a topaz jewel, which will restore some of our magic points. Not a bad find. Alrighty. So let's go down this way. Oh. What a rude fungus. Like, Alex tripped over him, and the fungus laughed. Didn't even say excuse me, or ask if he was okay. Because that fungus was rude. Some skelly boys. Eh, who cares? Although I guess maybe if I want treasure drops, I should be killing more of these enemies. Maybe I'll kill some of them at least. Cause you, oh wait. I think I missed a way to go. There. Cause some of these enemies drop some pretty useful stuff. I mean, like we've seen. Of course, most of them will not drop any treasure. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Map? No map. Skeletons, though. For what it's worth, not much. Yeah, these are boring. They take too long. I'm bored. No, I'm just kidding. They're not like the eyeballs that just squish really easily. Of course, they don't move so fast and hurt you so much. So there is that. And you can run away from them very easily. So nothing there. Alright, let's go this way. Ah, there's another ladder up. I wonder what's here. Just two dead ends, so maybe there's something in one of them. I don't remember if there's anything else besides the Digot plant and the old Nick armor. Maybe there is, but I don't remember if there is. Maybe there's an empty chest in here, which would be really annoying. Yeah, I don't care. Nothing. Stupid. Oh, man. Well, in case you were wondering, yep. It's not up here. I'm almost certain it's down there in that area down there to the south. That means we have to find another way up. And hopefully still find a map to this level. Just for the sake of, you know, kind of completionism. Do you find completionism to be like a worthy goal? Or do you find it to be kind of a nervous, like, habit that, you know, it's really more of a, maybe like an issue that you have? Oh, I can't play things unless I can fully complete them. Otherwise, is it like a form of perfectionism? You can't enjoy something unless you can do absolutely everything in it? Or do you just think it's a fun way to get the most out of the games and books and movies and whatever else you do, you know, when I read the book, I read the preface, the foreword, the introduction, the main text, the appendices, the table of contents. Oh, I think this is the map. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, Whisby's cave is now mapped for us, and that is quite good. Man, he hit me and it didn't even hurt. That's wild. I think he hit me anyways. I don't know if there's anything here. I don't think so, but you never know. Never can tell, was all he said. Oh. You hurt me, I hurt you. Stupid fungus. Make a friggin' omelet out of you. Now find that spy from Sarkhan and I'll feed her that omelet made with a poison mushroom. That's right. That's right. Actually, probably not. Probably just, you know, chop her up. Or stab her. One of the two. Because we'll probably find her. Actually, you know, if you play this, you fight her in the final cave. She's one of the archdemons there. Or she's been turned into an archdemon, I don't know, archmonster. Although you don't have to actually engage her here you don't have to go into that hut or that house and eat the poison food. You can, if you want, just say, no thanks. No, if you talk to her, you get poisoned. But you don't have to. If your thinking cap was going strong, here we are. You might say, they're talking about a spy, and then there's some lady in this house, I wonder, and not do that. If you don't get poisoned, and you go to the final cave, you'll meet that lady again, but she'll just say, you're gonna die, or we'll kill you, or something like that, you know, some generic, you know, evil line. Alex takes the Old Nick armor. I think that with the Old Nick armor and the Death Sword, you could probably turn into the sort of evil warrior king that Sarkhan and Eric were on the verge of turning into, and that Sarkhan actually did turn into. But we're not going to use them. Alright, so now we just need to get out of here. I could use the what do they call it? The Banshee powder, but we'll just fight. Yay! Die, you die! Ha ha ha! Clear eyes, wow! Do you remember those Clear Eyes commercials with Ben Stein? And do you remember that Ben Stein's Money? That show? It's like a trivia game show or something like that. My dad actually tried out to be on that one time, I guess. When I was in the Army, I didn't know about that until I got out of the Army, and they're like, oh yeah, Dad did X, Y, Z. He didn't get on it for some sort of reason. I don't remember. Probably couldn't follow directions quite. Problem that a lot of my family seem to have. But I don't know. Interesting. All right, and there we are. There we are. Whisby's cave. And we'll just go back to Hastings and be done for this episode. Yeah. What up? What up, yo? That's right. You can't handle it. No, you can't. That's right. Go tell someone. Except you're dead. And you're a scorpion, so you're not going to tell no one nothing anyway. Actually, I don't know. Can scorpions communicate? Like, I mean, I'm sure every insect to some degree can communicate with others of its own kind in some way, shape, or form. But what that communication amounts to, I have no idea. Like, oh, they use like body language and movements or pheromones or smells or sounds or infrared this and that. Says who knows. And maybe that's all true, but even given all that, like, what sort of information do they actually get? And like they say, oh, bees, they tell where there's flowers with pollen. Okay, but like, and I wonder, how does that bee who gets that information, in case they talk about bee dances, bees dance inside their hives, the scout bees who find like flowers that are good for pollinating and harvesting. Like, what do they, like, when you're a bee that's uploading the data, like, how do you experience it, I wonder? Like, I have to think you don't probably like, oh, there are flowers there and that is a good source of pollen. Let me go there so I can do my job and not be shirking. And here we are. But I don't know how they would experience that knowledge. It's kind of like the qualia of knowledge, the phenomenology of knowledge. What is the how does it appear to them, and how is that knowledge understood? I don't know. Anyways, we're back here. Our brief foray into animal knowledge and insect knowledge notwithstanding. All right, let's see. Yep. All right, you guys are all back to normal. If you were poisoned, I think you were poisoned by a spy from Cartagena. Yes, I do too. But I'm all cured now. Hopefully it didn't do a lot of damage to Alex's internal organs. I'm so glad you recovered. Yeah, thank you. Me too. Jeez. Anybody else have any info? Cartagena is south of here. All right. The village of Hastings stands before you, warrior. Cartagena is south of here. I guess it's time for us to go to Cartagena. You need a pass to enter Cartagena. Got one. I used to work. Yeah. Wish I didn't talk to that guy. Well, it didn't take very long. Probably like 4 seconds. South of here. Apparently Cartagena is south of here. Good to know, I mean. I think I'm going to confiscate this house. I, the king of Malaga and the heir to Excalibur, confiscate this house for the treason committed by the former resident of this house. Alrighty, let's see. Let's get another... Do we need another lantern? Maybe just get one more. On the odd chance I screw up there in the final cave. Oh, I guess I can't. Anything else? Yes, let's go to sell. We're fine. I guess we're fine. Probably good to have that topaz jewel. Anybody else say anything different in the inn? Let's see what the time is. Oh yeah, we're alright. Oh. The tales are true. Once Sarkhan and Eric were the best of friends. If you're not hungry, then I can't help you. Yeah, I'd eat, but my stomach, I'm probably not going to eat for the next day or so. Just sort of sip on some water. My stomach. Alright. Let's see if these guys have anything different to say. And if not, we're just going to save the game and call the episode. Your Highness, now is the time for the final battle. Go south to meet the enemy. Alrighty. Hello again, my prince. There are 16 rings that rule the world. You have collected 5 of the rings of good. The others are in Cartagena. The 8 rings of evil are possessed by your ultimate enemy, King Sarkhan. Win the rings from Sarkhan, and the Cartagenan army will vanish from our land. Because the Cartagenan army is actually a bunch of monsters summoned by evil power. It's not the actual old human army of Cartagena. Sarkhan has the 8 rings of evil. To fight this malevolent force, you need the opposing power of all the rings of good, all 8 of them. You must find the 3 rings of good that are hidden in Cartagena. Only then can you confront Sarkhan with power equal to his own. That's right. And so, as you might guess, there are 3 arch monsters in the final cave as well. Each of which possesses one of the rings of good. How may I help you? Or how may we help you? Is saving the game free? I don't have to pay for saving it. Oh yes, saving the game is free. Of course. It's always been free. Alrighty. Your game was saved successfully. Now I complain and joke about the charging money for the... Your donation's appreciated though. With the when they couldn't help you with the curing. But I sometimes see people... I've seen some comments on people, not in my videos, but other like videos of... I think it's for videos for the song from the church, like the OST videos. And there's people complaining about how when you die, you're raised back up by the church, but they take half your money. And they're like, oh, scammers, it's so terrible. Oh, it's so horrible. I hate those guys. And it's like, all right, one, if that happens to you more than once or twice in this game, your entire playthrough, when you're a competent gamer and you're basically used to it, you just stink. I'm sorry. The only places it makes sense that you might die, unless you're like a little kid, or unless it's your first time through, maybe you might die fighting the fire demon the second time in Hastings cave. That's a pretty tough battle. And if you're not quite prepared, that can really catch you off guard. Secondly, Sarkhan is a pretty tough fight. Other than that, I'm sorry. If you're dying multiple times to the point where you're losing your money over and over, I'm sorry, get good. For real. Now, if it's your first time playing the game and you're still getting used to it, sure, I get it. But still, now, that's my sort of my uppity gamer response. Now, my in-world response would be this. You're complaining at the church for taking half your money, just half, not all, for literally bringing you back to life, or from the brink of death, saving your freaking life, and you're mad. No, I'd be better to be dead with all my money, take it with me. Well, no, you can't take it. You either lose all your money and be dead, or have half your money and be alive. It's not a very difficult idea. It's like games like this, I don't know, I like it when there's in-game consequences, or kind of like, how would you say, you're getting a fairly significant miracle here, and yeah, it's going to cost perhaps something, so many modern games, I mean, they just say, yep, oh, you died, oh, I'll try again, and with no detriment. It's like, I know people who play like games like Dark Souls, they understand. Those games punish you for dying, but what does it do? It makes you like want to get better. I'm not a Souls-like player, but I have played a little bit of it, and I get the basic idea of it. Things like that, those stiff penalties for dying, I think really kind of encourage you to improve your game, and to think about what did I do wrong, and not just, oh well, play, kind of mindlessly. I don't know. And also it's just kind of a shock the first time it happens to you. You're like, half my money. Oh my gosh. But you gain money really quickly in this game too, so I don't know. All that to say, I mean, obviously if that bothers you and you don't like that sort of system, well, in this game, just save a lot and you'll be able to avoid that to some extent. But I really think reloading after you die and lose half your money, or whatever the case may be in games like this, you're not letting yourself have as much fun, I don't think, as you could. But that's just my opinion. So play as ever you want. I'll judge you, but no, I won't judge you. So I want to say thank you for joining me for this episode of my Let's Play of Sword of Vermilion here on my channel, Idle Wisdom. if you've enjoyed this episode at all, or if you have any observations on the poisoning, the Whisby's cave, the cursed armor, the cursed sword we got last time, or my thoughts on the steep price of being resurrected at churches. You think that's a good idea, you'd like to see that to be the case in games more, or whether you think that's a bad idea and that was a very brutal and primitive way of dealing with things, or it just goes to show you what the church is all about. I mean, come on now, they raised you up from the dead. You can share some money for the poor. But, what are your thoughts on that, if you have any opinion? And if you liked the episode, give it a like. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel and I haven't entirely offended you with my take on, dying and getting good, I'd ask that you consider subscribing to my channel. So take care, y'all.